Good morning, everybody! Look at that, freshly shaved, just for you guys. Hey, isn't that nice? We are eating breakfast on the go. I already ate, I guess. I think Mama ate. Did you eat? Yeah, I think she ate. Anyway, we are headed out. We had another great campground there, just outside of Holland, Michigan. I forget what the name. Something Dutch Treat campground. Very nice spot, nice pool. We had a great time swimming there. We are on the road now. We got a 4-hour trek today to get to St. Ignace, Michigan, and that is where our mail is supposed to be coming. So hopefully it'll be there today, and we'll be there for a couple days, and then we'll see where the road takes us at that point. The documents we're waiting for should be showing up then. We can get them all finalized and sent away again, and then it's another probably 2-3 week wait before we get all that stuff back, before we can take the next step. Driving through nice countryside here again. This here looks like some kind of wood business, but there's lots of fields, and this is all stuff we're very familiar with. So I probably don't film as much of this area because it just looks like home, and I don't think to film it. Looks like we got a vegetable farm going here. Nice looking dirt there. That's black dirt. You can see all the worker bus and all that stuff here. I don't know what they're doing exactly, harvesting something. They're working on that machine out there. So forgive me for not videotaping as much. I'm going to try to remember, but I mean, to us, it's just this whole Michigan looks just like where we grew up at this point anyway, from what I can see. And I'd love to live here, absolutely. My problem with living here is that it's very left-leaning, and I would think everything's overpriced here, be my guess. And I prefer to be somewhere where things are cheaper and a lot more conservative. People are still grassroots, traditional, not so progressive, I guess, and not so liberal in their thinking and their ideals. What else can I say? It's humid. Yeah, it is humid here too. Yes, it is. But I think Missouri would be just as humid. What do you think? Yeah, so that's one thing I remember about Southern Ontario growing up too. You had lots of this hot, humid weather. You couldn't escape. Nighttime, the temperatures didn't drop enough to make it comfortable. Where we were, Manitoulin Island, it was very, very comfortable climate. Beautiful. So, anyway, we'll cruise on. So scenery's changed a little bit. We're getting, what are we, 2 hours roughly from St. Ignace, still south of that. We went to some beautiful farm country. Now it's really dried out looking. It's a lot more sandy soil. And you can see just the color in the grasses there. Very dry looking. So we've been driving through this for about a half an hour, I'd say. You can really see the difference as well as far as the trees. A lot of them have turned. Like maple trees, poplar trees, all the deciduous leafy trees have started to turn color, which is actually a beautiful time of year. See it a little bit here. This isn't too bad of a spot. Across there you can start to see some too. There's some reds in those maples there. Absolutely beautiful when that time comes. Sad because, I mean, it's the end of the year, right? But very beautiful as far as the colors. So the island where we lived on was a lot of maple trees. And that's one thing we always missed when we moved away from Ontario and we moved out to Western Canada. We just didn't have this variety of trees. There was poplars and things like that, but you did not have the maples, which give them beautiful colors, especially the sugar maples in the fall. You know, the bright reds and stuff. You just don't have that over there the same. And that is something we would be interested in keeping if we could, wherever we move, is to still have that variety of trees. But unfortunately, a lot of areas just don't have that. Something we're spoiled with, I guess, when we grew up. You can see some color in here as well. You can see it's kind of dry looking. In some spots it's a bit drier than others. But it's definitely changed. You don't have the deep fertile soils that we were driving through in southern Michigan. I'm sure it'll come again. No, there's lots more farming up here.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it.
I think the folks living out west, like in Arizona and New Mexico and Nevada, maybe they don't know what they're missing. But let me look at these trees. Like, you'd rather have this around your house, sure. Mind you, I worked for a guy in southern Alberta. Every time he went to the mountains, and he's saying he was in the trees and in the mountains and the rocks, he felt claustrophobic and he couldn't wait to get back out to the plains. And we were the opposite. Coming from Ontario, we lived out there, and we couldn't wait. You know, if we had a little bit of time off on a Sunday or something, we'd drive up to the mountains and get ourselves lost in the trees and the rocks. We just felt at home there. So I guess that's what you're used to. But it's sure nice and green and fertile and beautiful. I don't know what's in here. It looks like bean field they sprayed. Maybe. Yeah, it kind of looks like soybeans in there. So roughly 2.5 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that, we started our journey by crossing into the States, and then we stayed in St. Ignace, the other side of this bridge. So we did cross this bridge once in our search for finances. We needed some American currency, and we were told, well, we thought we were told to go to the casino on this side to get the currency swap. Turns out we didn't need to cross the bridge. The casino we needed was on the other side. But here we are coming back from our long trek, and we're going to be crossing the bridge again. So this is Mackinac City over here somewheres. Parts of it, I guess, probably both sides of the road. And this is a really big, beautiful bridge. Okay. Trouble is, every time we want to cross this bridge, we gotta pay like $10. So when we went across to go get our money exchanged, and we were here for like 15 minutes, we turned around, we went back, we had to pay another $10. It's like, hey, that's a scam. It is a massive bridge, yeah. I gotta pass this to you. You film, please. That's hilarious. Even the engine just cooled down by about 15 degrees. Sucking in this blue air. Man, does that ever see this already? Blinking light.
Such an eerie feeling.
Being on a bridge?
This big of a bridge. It's so beautiful.
Loaded trucks, 20.
Right? But it never, like, it doesn't give it justice on how big this thing is on the
You
camera.
can look through the bridge here, guys. Look out the window.
We did that last night. Right? Like, it's such a beautiful, beautiful bridge, but it's just so massive. Like, how tall would you say that is?
Oh, I have no idea.
Like, the stories of a building.
Yeah, probably, I don't know, 9, 10 stories. I'm not sure.
If not more. I was thinking a lot more than that.
So one of the most fascinating creatures on the planet is an ant, and how they can all carry stuff. And so one ant explores and finds something interesting, comes back, leaves a signal, comes back, tells everybody about it. They all then follow that line, go out to the food source, and they all come back on the same path, carrying their little loads back to their house. Good morning, everybody. We are on the road again. It is kind of gloomy today. A little cooler, which is nice, but there's not a whole lot of sunshine in sight. We are supposed to get rain all day today. Haven't seen any yet, but it's coming. And including some thunderstorms tonight and into tomorrow. We are actually headed back to Canada. Our mail came, my passport came in the mail. So I am now officially a Canadian citizen with a Canadian passport. Which is kind of neat. Dual citizen, I guess. I'm Canadian and Dutch still, but coming in on a Dutch passport, I was only allowed to stay in the country for 3 months into the States. So that time is ticking really close here. I think I got a week left and I'm allowed here legally. After that, I'm illegal. So as a Canadian citizen, you're allowed here 6 months. So my wife and children are all good here 6 months. I was only good 3. We are going to scoot back across into Canada and come back in on my Canadian, and then I should also be good for a while yet. How much longer are we going to stay down here? I don't know. We're waiting for some paperwork. We're also going to go up. We're going to get some paperwork figured out, mailed that away, and then we have to wait 2-3 weeks for that to come back. In the meantime, we'll do some more traveling down here in the States. We had talked about heading north to the house we bought for our son. There sounds like there may be some, we still haven't got the well running. We finally got the power on there, and we've got the hydro turned on. We have some videos coming. We should probably put them up sometime of all the rentals that we did in that home. Someday we're going to put those up. We haven't edited all those yet. But the power's turned on there now. We're waiting for the plumber to put the furnace in, put the brand new gas furnace in. We're having some complications with the gas company they couldn't for some reason find the location. Like, well, your gas line comes right to the house, and there used to be a meter from you hanging on the wall, so, you know, but anyway, they had a hard time finding it. I think they figured that out now, so hopefully that furnace will be getting installed soon. And then we're having some issues with the well. It's not working, so that needs to be looked at. So deciding whether or not we go north to deal with that ourselves, or just get a friend of ours to look at it from up there. I don't know, we're still playing that one by ear. We'll see what we can find out in the next couple of days. We're about an hour away roughly from the border, or less now, I guess. We've been driving for a bit, 45 minutes or so from the Sault-Ste. Marie border. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty uneventful day, I guess. Other than that, we're going to cross the border, maybe do a bit of shopping. I'll be fine at Tim Hortons. And then, yeah, then head back south. We got a campsite down here in the States booked for tonight, so we'll be going back down there again. So, believe it or not, this is one of the first times in the last 2.5, 3 months that we have been driving in rain. And I got the wipers on again. It's been a mostly amazing trip. We have missed out on a lot of rain. Rain's nice, don't get me wrong. It smells good, and we definitely need it. And there's places we drove through that could use some rain. But as far as traveling is concerned, it's always nice to have a sunny day and not a dreary one. You can do more stuff. But it is raining here. Let's get the motorhome cleaned up. Looks like we're at the border. I don't remember getting stopped on this side. I thought we get stopped on the other side of the bridge.
No, we get stopped on here.
I must be thinking of Coots. Coots we had to cross first and then meet the Canadians. All traffic.
Yeah, I mean,
Good. What is this? ID tags only. We don't have that one, so we go to all traffic, which would be this one. What do you need? Oh,
right. Forgot about that.
I got 10 American. Nah, it's all good. Our government's not that nice to give us a break or nothing on that. Yours probably isn't either.
I'm Canadian too.
What's with these guys?
I guess there was something happened over here, some kind of shooting, so they're looking for someone.
Alright. Oh, we didn't.
You'll be safe.
Thank you.
Safe travels, guys.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, okay.
Apparently, people like us would take a fugitive over the border.
I guess. They one look at us like, oh, those guys are way too honest. There's no way.
No, you probably
Look at all the people leaving Canada.
something's wrong.
I don't blame them, but it's going to take a while to get back in to the States today.
Might be.
But I hope that there's a long lineup, but we have to wait on top of the bridge.
I don't. Steve coming out.
I wonder what these guys carry.
There's one there, too.
That'd be great. Oh, there's Matthew.
Jerry, are you going to record or anything? Oh, yeah.
She is recording, yeah. Hey, there's a ferry down there or something.
That's the Sioux Lock. I've seen a sign for that. Yeah,
Oh,
you
so
go
you can
through
go
the
on
lock.
it.
Yeah.
Well, those guys must be building something there, repairing it. Welcome to Canada!
Yay!
Close, 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 close. That's not too confusing. So we just pick one. Just past customs booth. No, that's currency exchange.
Just stay with the car there, yeah.
You think they'll be faster?
Probably.
Sounds like a plan.
Here we go.
Yeah.
You don't need to see it. Let's say they just hear it.
Good day, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
How many here?
10.
Oh.
Here, I have blinkers on.
Yes, sir.
Hey, where do you all live?
Manitoulin Island.
Tag.
How long do you want to stay?
2 months. Yeah. Oh, we crossed once. We went to back to Alberta, then across
How far do you go?
all the way to the coast, Pacific Ocean. Yeah, never seen it before. We've been halfway through BC. We wanted to go to the coast. We never quite made it. Anyway, California coast is probably a little warmer than the BC coast anyway. Actually, I found it was cold. We didn't go to Southern Californian coast. That's maybe a bit warmer down there. I'm not sure. Where we were, I thought the Pacific Ocean was. I thought it would be warmer. We didn't buy anything other than groceries, and we've already eaten. Tacoma. You know where that is? The ferry is in South Baymouth. We're right there. It's like, I don't know, 3 minutes from the ferry.
Have a good one.
You too, thank you. Can't see out your window, it's all fogged up. The mirrors. I didn't know. Hey, which way to the,
I'm not sure how to get in here. This one's always confusing. Way back. It's so much easier.
okay, well, I'm just gonna
Alright,
turn right.
downtown. It just dawned on me that we haven't really videotaped much today. So I thought, hey, I better get the camera out. So we're in Sault Ste. Marie on the Ontario side. We slipped over and mailed a bunch of letters and things like that. It's a lot cheaper, a lot quicker, and I needed a few things at the post office here on the Canadian side to send to Ottawa. So it was only a few minutes from the border, and we thought, hey, we'll just slip over. We'll use Aaron's passport, make sure that works, it's legit, that we can get across again, and then we'll use his Canadian passport to get back, and then go back to our campground for another day, maybe 2, since we've been away today. We might book it for another night, but we'll have to see. We're thinking about going to the Mackinac Island in the next day or so, but it's kind of rainy, and I'm not sure if it'd be very enjoyable when it's rainy. So we'll see how that goes. And now we are stopped at Tim Hortons. Oh, that's Tim Hortons. Because Aaron could not leave Canada without another ice cappuccino. Because they don't have Tim Hortons in the States. Well, we actually seen one. Where did we see one? In Michigan somewhere. Before the big bridge. Anyway, we seen Tim Hortons. But we weren't going to get off the off-ramp just to go for Tim Hortons. A donut,
No, I got a cookie.
a cookie.
Yep.
Terrible.
I'm a terrible human being.
I'm surprised they haven't got on the gluten-free bandwagon yet at Tim Hortons
Yeah. Might be hard to do.
and make it taste good.
Well, yeah, but I mean, how they would even, if you have so much stuff, how would you keep it from getting contaminated? Right,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to guarantee that it's gluten-free, probably. Because they have so many different varieties of donuts.
Right, but a lot of places they can't guarantee anyway.
That's true, yeah. I mean, they could say may contain traces of.
Right. So it's for the people that are just trying to do the gluten-free diet. That's all I was thinking.
Yep.
Caught behind the Venetian blind, try to reach for the city lines. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since 99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam, pulling stitches. Time to let go, so come what may. Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost old lives. And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious